Hey guys, welcome to Video Diary Day 175. This goes up on the 22nd. Um, damn it, I did it again. Of course, I put wood in the stove like I always do, and I don't know why I repeat it, but I repeat my days, and so far, 175 days have been the same. And normally, I make the videos, there's something wrong with the bottom, down here, and I don't want to fix it right now, but, occasionally, I used to tell about my day, then bitch and complain about something, and now I just tell about my day, and if there's something on my mind, I'll talk about it. So I'll probably do that in this video. But other than putting wood in the stove and all that, it was around the last time I did it, it was daylight, I believe. Yeah, like 7 something. And my grandma and my uncle were gonna go get my aunt because a cop pulled her over and said that her license are revoked, so they took them from her and all that, and because they caught her last week driving in town, and at the time that she was driving in town, she was at work in a complete different vehicle than the one, than hers, because of the weather and all that. So, yeah, it's a complicated story. I don't exactly understand it, but I think I do to a point. So I took the phone upstairs, and they were gonna leave, and I was gonna go with them so I can get me a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. My grandma kept saying no. I don't want. She's like, oh, don't let anybody know you got any money, cause I'll borrow it off of you. I'm like, I was just gonna use $1 and some change to get some breakfast for myself. I don't know. I guess I gotta starve like the rest of them. Yay, heat finally again, but that didn't happen. So I walked the dogs, and after I walked the dogs and took them back in the house, I went down to the. It's currently a basement, but it's gonna be a downstairs living area for my grandparents once it's finished, and it's got a porch and everything. But so I sat on the porch, and from that view, you can see the mountains, like some of the mountains, and the sky and all that, of course. And I was just sitting there smoking a cigarette, and it was cold, and I just sat there. I didn't care about the weather. I just wanted to enjoy the view while I could. And so I did just that. I was out there for a little over an hour. I think it was. I believe it was. I don't know for sure how long it was. But I just relaxed. I closed my eyes and I listened to the sounds around me. I heard a distant neighbor's dogs barking. I heard our neighbor's horse, our close neighbor's horses, like in on his land where the wooded area is. They were breaking branches and walking and all that. They're not branches but twigs. I listened to the birds chirp, and my breathing slowed down a little bit, and I could hear my heart beating and all that. And I just relaxed, listened to the noises around me, and opened my eyes, and I was thinking about how everyone takes things for granted, especially me. Yeah, sure, I know I bitch and complain about my life and how fucked up it is with the family and things like that. But there have been occasionally good moments. Yeah, a lot of things backfired on my part, and I sit here and I say I'm gonna do something, and I procrastinate about it. There we go. I think that's the word I'm looking for. And I don't know, I thought about all the mistakes I've made in life, all the bad things that's happened, and thought about the good moments that I had, and I don't know, there's a lot that I do want to change this year for sure, and I have already started doing so. I mean, I got enough money to start me a bank account so I can try to get that job. I'm gonna make sure it's legit, everything like that. I'm calling the dentist on Monday, so that's tomorrow, and hopefully I can get things figured out. But um, like, I snapped out of, my train of thought and all that because, like, I had this tune stuck in my head. And I don't know if it was from, like, an actual song or not, but I pictured, like, acoustic guitars, violins, and other instruments, and, it was just like a relaxing sort of melody in my head, and I was humming it and everything, and, like, by the time I got upstairs, I completely forgot it, which sucks, because I actually liked the tune. But, yeah, like, I had this idea about what I wanted to talk about, and I've had it all day, and things just slipped, so I don't really exactly know what to say, how to say it, when to say it, kind of things like that. Uh, I lost all feeling in my body, though, basically, because I was out in the cold with just a jacket and, these pants, things like that, but I enjoyed it, and I came back upstairs, and I finished watching, what was it, a TV show called What About Brian? It's really messed up. Well, it's in a couple years old and all, and there was only, like, the first season had 5 episodes, the second season had 19 episodes, and, like, it, honestly, the show could have been better, but it was new to me. I've never seen it until I watched it a couple days ago. Well, technically it was day before yesterday because now it's the 23rd, but anyways, it was alright. And other than that, I didn't really do anything. It was considered my breakfast about 4 o'clock. It was pork chops and fries. Uh, watched, honestly, I watched Hulu all day today. There was new TV shows on there. I'm like, whoa. See, the thing I hate about new shows, a lot of them I get into, and they cancel it within, the first couple episodes, maybe the first season. And it sucks. I mean, it really does, and I still comes back to my argument about the online viewers. I mean, you got to think about, like, the people in, like, out of state, or out of the, well, basically out of the states, out of the U.S., and if they don't get our TV shows here, they got online to watch it, and a lot of, like, I still think there should be a way that, television viewers and internet viewers of the same show could sort of go together, and, like, the tolls or the polls, whichever one, I think it's the polls, like, the views of the show still should count together, not just television viewers, but that's a complete different argument for a complete different video. And now the little green dots all the way across the screen, it's like, over here it's like dot, wait, it's right down here, dot, then it's like dot dot, then dot 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 dot, yeah, whatever. Oh, and I'm squinting because my glasses are right uh here. Um so my night sort of went alright, I guess. I saw Mom. She gave me the smokes and everything, and like I was saying before, I got this pack left, but yeah, I'm gonna try to see how long this will do me. Hopefully till tomorrow, which is Monday. Hopefully I can go to the bank and everything like that. But I watched Hulu some more, and around 11 o'clock, my aunt wanted me to call her while she was at work, so I did, and we talked for a little bit. After we got off, because the phone was dying on my end, so I put it on charge, and I went outside and I checked the wood stove and the water, because it heats our water to the house and everything, and I put wood in the stove, closed it, and I'm not much for busting wood. I'm not, because, I mean, I'm a scrawny guy, and it takes a few swings before I can get it done, but I was out there busting for about an hour trying to put wood on the rack because we didn't have anything small enough, to fit in the stove. I mean, we got, like, big ass, like, logs about that big to stick in there, but you can only pretty much fit, like, one of those, and that's it. You have to wait till that burns out before you can put anything else in it. And so I was busting, and I got yelled at for it. Oh, I can understand because it was fucking 12, 1 o'clock, you know, this morning. I mean, hell, it's only 6:43 right now, and oh yeah, uh, my uncle was aggravating my little sister, and she wanted to cuss, and she's only 11 years old, and she cusses, you know, like she tries to learn it in a different language or something, and she thinks she knows like the exact words and all, so she says it, and you know, she thinks she's gonna get away with it. And she was wanting to say motherfucker, and I was like, Kenzie, don't. You know, you're little, and you know I'm gonna have to say something to Grandma about it. And my uncle kept encouraging her. He's like, oh, come on, say it, you know? So he was like calling our cun's names in Spanish and all that. And she ended up saying, what the hell, because he threw a milk jug at her that was empty, of course. Well, you know, like the gallon jugs. And I went and told my grandma, and of course my sister got all upset for, you know, getting in trouble over it. And I mean, I'm not a narc or anything, but I just don't believe little kids should use languages like I do, you know? I can't really say much because I started when I was 13, but, you know, I didn't do it around public uh, ears, you know, like family, until I was about 15, almost 16, but I had my reasons for that. And anyways, my grandma got pissed off at me, and it took me an hour just to explain to her that I didn't do anything wrong. She's like, why the fuck were you aggravating her? I was like, I fucking wasn't. I was on her side, trying to tell her not to cuss. And I had to yell at my grandma a little bit. She yelled at me, of course, so I yelled back. And then finally she shut up and actually listened to what I said and talked calmly. And things were sorted out that way. Mom came up for a little bit. My sister didn't even go home like she was supposed to. She left. Well, my mom did. And yeah, I don't know. Oh, after I was busting all the wood, I know I'm jumping back and forth, but it's how my mind works. But after busting all the wood and stuff like that, I came back in here, finished up an episode on Hulu, then went upstairs, made me a ham and cheese sandwich. You know, it's not like ham and then cheese. It's like it's like the square ham with like the cheese, like into the ham and all that. And like I came downstairs and I noticed that this finger, this finger, this finger, and this finger sort of like locked up on me. Like I couldn't what's the word? Move it. Oh great, it froze. There we wait. Yeah, okay, there we go. But like it, I mean I can move them, but I have to force it, and it hurt, like it's like right around the joints here, and like the muscles and all that tense up in my arm when I try to do it, and even like okay, like with the camel menthols here, it's got little balls on the inside because it's cool burst, you know, kind of like Camel Crush, and you know, I mean, normally they're not that hard to crush. You know, you can do it with one, like you know, like that, and like I'm sitting here trying to do it with both, you know, because I don't have any strength on my hands right now, and it sucked, you know, and I figured you know it'd go away after a couple hours, and it never did. So I called my aunt back because I told her I would after the phone charged, and I got done talking to her while you know, before I started making these videos tonight, well, this morning, and she said I might have arthritis because of the weather and me being out there that so long, and that's all I need. Just one more problem to add to my list, you know. And needless to say, it sucks. It's nerve wracking basically right now. Uh, I have no idea what I was gonna say. Um, I'm gonna go because I've got like a minute left out of this. I'll take that back like 54 seconds. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll try to keep things on track. I know I say I will, but then I get sidetracked by a TV show and I get in those moods like if I've not seen it before and like the series is out or like one or two seasons or hell even just one season, I watch the entire show before I do anything else. That's just how I am. But yeah, so I know I gotta go. Sorry. Bye. Oh yeah, I put wood in the stove again before I did this video. Green dot's annoying. Very annoying. 2 hats for the win. Woo! Ow. Sorry. Awkward. Awkward turtle!